Welcome back to Disc and Ball's Golf Channel, where today we're doing a drone fly-through of Dixieland in Harlingen, Texas. Now, I was in a bit of a time crunch because of weather, so there are some holes that were a little bit faster and a little sloppier. But that said, let's get right into the fly-through. Hole 1 is 264 feet. There's a right line, a left line, and a center line. The drone is taking the center line here currently. At 80 meters and 264 feet, it's just a low down the middle shot. You can take the hyzer line for the skip options, but it does drop off a little bit in a little downslope at the green, which could cause some challenges. Hole 2 is your first par 4 of the course. It is 503 feet. This tree here, I've heard of inside and outside lines, and the occasional roller, depending on the wind. If you can land your first shot up in this opening, it should give you a nice little right to left hyzer into the green. The green is sloped right to left, so flare skips are possible depending on grass length, and there is OB long on that road. Hole number 3 is 196 feet. You'll often see this right to left stall or spike hyzer around the tree, although there is a low left line for the lefties that don't have a forehand. Overall, though, the safest and generally best play is this right to left hyzer. Hole number 4 is a short one at 181 feet with a low ceiling right at the tee pad. The common play is a right to left little hyzer, although you will see some weirdos, perhaps on recent YouTube coverage, who throw a weird turnover line. But what you see is what you get basically with that one. Low ceiling, spike it in there. Hole 5 is a long bomber at 465 feet. It's a par 3. There is OB over the fence on the right that comes into play if you go a little wide. Most discs are going to land around here or a little where that disc is and leave you a mostly wide open upshot. The basket is elevated and there is OB long, so potentially treacherous hole. Hole number 6 is only 220 feet, and unfortunately I don't have drone footage because the idiot I hired to do it, I'm just kidding, it was me, I don't hire anyone. But it's 220 feet, it's tucked right behind the tree out there where I am putting that catch cam. Just throw it right at that, get it around the corner, and you'll be left with a beautiful chance at birdie. Hole number 7 is a 333 foot shot. The tee pad is blocked immediately by that big scrub brush dealio there. It's a left to right shot. You'll see a lot of turnovers. Lefties have the advantage in that they can just bomb a hyzer down. Or if you have a big enough forehand, that could be playable. Hole number 8 is another par 4. It is 572 feet, and the fastest route is the route the drone is taking, or at least the most direct route. I'm told this tree is dead nuts 300 feet. And if you can get a little past that, you have another 250, 260 in. The green is tucked. There's OB long. There's OB long street. Just a lot of danger on this hole. UDisc says hole number 9 is 320 something feet, but I think it's closer to this 360 that's on the card here. It's dead straight. There are some trees potentially in play, but generally you're just going to bomb it as straight as you can. The prevailing headwind adds a little bit of challenge as far as disc stability, but otherwise it's right in front of you. Hole number 10 is only 239 feet and can be approached with a neutral, mid, or putter, or a little flex line, but I personally think left to right is the easiest shape for this hole. Hole number 11 is 415 feet and is pretty much dead straight with nothing in your way. If you're somehow throwing this into the trees, then you messed up because there really shouldn't be much between you and the basket. Hole number 12 is another par 4, crazy low ceiling off the tee pad here. It is 567 feet, and there are trees on the right that block some of the hyzer line. Beautiful upshot here by Tracy. There is OB on that pavement to the left, and trees that kind of come in and pinch off your approach on the right. In addition, if you miss too far left, there's that tree by the basket that can get you. Hole number 13 is only 199 feet up the hill. Probably a drone, Toro, Harp, any overstable putter that is your favorite can be spiked into this and give yourself a great chance at the ace run. Hole number 14 is 340 feet, but downhill it probably plays closer to 300-ish, I would say. Again, wind dependent. Mostly open, mostly straight, should be very accessible to most players. So apologies, this is where the drone coverage gets a little frantic. Number 15 is 253 feet. You have to get past this tree somehow, over, around, through, to then reach the mostly wide open basket. At this point there's a tiny bit of drizzle, so I was trying to get as many holes completed as I could. Hole 16 is a 222 foot par 3, low ceiling the entire way, and a drop off at the basket that can allow your disc to go long. If you can navigate both of those aspects of this hole, you should be good for birdie. Hole 17 has danger everywhere. It is 336 feet. There's a tree on your right that'll cause issues, a tree on your left that can cause issues. OB little river type road here, OB left in the past the fence. And typically there's also some sort of wind that's causing mischief. Hole 18 is a nasty par 3 at 433 feet. There's OB right of the road, or road and right of it. There's OB inside that fence line, and OB parking lot right of the basket, plus low ceiling on your approach, assuming that you can't get your drive there, which most people can't. And there you have it, Dixieland in Harlingen, Texas. It is a fun course, tests your accuracy, tests your distance, and tests your disc selection in the wind. It is definitely worth playing, especially there's going to be a tournament this weekend, the weekend of Thanksgiving weekend 2022. So, if you happen to watch this before then, be sure to be out there. As always, thank you for watching, and hopefully I see you on the course.